Welcome back to the MurrayMax channel. We've got a new whatever podcast clip here to go over. I'm not quite sure what this one is about. It just says that the girl insults Andrew and, well, it says alien girl, and I'm assuming it's talking about that girl to the right over there with all the metal in her face, which I'm not just trying to be funny. Like, that looks very, very uncomfortable. And ridiculous. The paper clip through the nose and everything, or the safety pin, whatever that is. Okay, let's get watching on this video. As usual, I haven't seen this. We're watching it together. Here we go.
You're a man. You're not her man.
I didn't need the dog.
And when you show me a man, I mean, you know.
I don't even know what you just said.
I said, when you show me a man, then she can like up. I don't think, I don't see one. So
why would I take the advice of a woman who has a paper clip in her nose?
It's not a paper clip, so there you go.
What is it?
It's an industrial bar, so it's actually made to be like this.
Pin.
Thank you.
Oh, I mean, my bad. What was I thinking?
Yeah, mind your business. How about that?
Yeah, I know. What was I thinking? I mean, you're the one who dressed me, not me who dressed
you're the
you.
one that,
but if I fire back, suddenly you're upset.
You
have 20 pieces of steel in your face, and I'm supposed to take what you say seriously?
Okay, and it's better than looking like a Big Mouth character.
Yeah, but Andrew,
Andrew,
doesn't matter what we look like.
You're supposed to take what you say seriously.
Okay, are you coming after African tribes? Because I know a lot of African tribes that do have like a lot of piercings.
Name a single African tribe by name. One.
You do it.
No, you do it.
Masai.
Name a single African tribe. One.
Masai.
No. Let her answer. Name a single African tribe.
I have to name one?
One.
For what reason? Why do I have to name something that's part of my fucking heritage?
You just said I know tons of African tribes.
Why do I have to name something that's a part of my heritage? Why you're coming after my heritage? Thank you.
A single name of an African tribe.
You sound stupid. You look as stupid as you sound, honestly.
Are you going to name a tribe?
I don't have to.
Because you can't.
No, and I don't have to.
Wait, imagine saying, this is an intricate part of my heritage.
I mean, you act like the fact that like even fat people with
tribe.
hair don't even actually exist in other fucking societies, and that they have
So just name one.
You don't have to name it to know that it exists. You want me to go grab my phone? I can go grab my phone and tell you right now.
Yeah, you'd have to look it up. It's so intricate to your heritage. You have to look it up.
And tell you right now, I am storing so much information in my fucking head. It doesn't matter what if
I hate when people make this argument where they use something as a point of reference as to why they're doing something, and then when someone asks them to give any detail about it at all, they just say, why should I have to? Well, because you're the one that's using it as a point of reference. The people in these African tribes that you're trying to reference, if you ask them why they do these things, they wouldn't just say, why? Why do you want to know? Why do you want to know? They'd say, because of this. Because in our culture, we do this. Because we believe this. Because it's a sign of this, and et cetera, et cetera. It's just, let me know in the comments what you think about this ridiculous comparison of this chick right here, this face right here, and, you know, the cultural traditions of an African tribe.
Well, that's great. Well, let me ask you a question. Do you know what a burrito is?
Of course we know what a burrito is.
Yeah, great. You know that there's maybe a part of a cultural heritage that a burrito is a part of. What would that cultural heritage be?
And there's other foods that exist that I can't even fucking name, but it doesn't matter that if I know whether they're the name of
a burrito, though,
it doesn't matter.
It
doesn't matter, and it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I know. So a burrito,
it doesn't matter.
A burrito, you would associate with what heritage?
And it doesn't matter.
The biggest sign of low IQ is when you're in a debate and you just endlessly repeat yourself or resort to ad hominem attacks. I like, it's just, there's something about the modern left where when they're challenged, they would rather blow whistles and bang on pots and pans and just chant things over and over again instead of just actually debating. It's crazy.
You're just going to spur?
And it doesn't
You're
matter.
not going to answer a single question?
And it doesn't matter because I don't have to. And I don't have to because you already sound fucking stupid. You sound like because I can't name something that doesn't exist. But it exists. But it exists, and it doesn't matter if I...
Yeah, but it's so important to your heritage.
He doesn't want your answer because he wants us to dick ride and sound fucking stupid. He doesn't want you to help me.
He just needs sex.
I don't think she was saying her piercings are because of her heritage. I think she was just saying saying that.
I didn't say that. She said this is an intricate part of my heritage because the African tribes. I asked her to name one.
I said that there's a lot of African tribes that do have a lot of piercings.
Name one.
You are it doesn't matter if I have to name one.
Name one.
Did the Aztecs exist for you to say like, oh, that there's like pyramids out in Mexico? Like, shut the f up.
Who
dude.
built
You sound
those? Who built
stupid.
those?
Huh?
Who built the pyramids?
Which one?
Did I not just talk about that?
Why would I take you seriously?
Dude, like,
Why would
are
I
you
take a
slow?
person who said,
Sorry, can you answer me that question? If you want me to answer a question, how about answer me a question about how are you slow?
Egyptian, you want to get into aliens?
It's a wanker.
We'll talk about who really built the pyramids.
Like, an alien's right here, bitch. Like, come on.
I mean, it's just madness to me that this is so
I just think that
important
you
to you,
just
the
sound
cultural
stupid
heritage
because
that you don't
think
know
that
anything
because
about.
you can't
Nothing.
name something specifically that it doesn't exist.
Something specifically that what doesn't exist.
Oh my God, are you that slow? Or
I'm listening to what you're saying.
What was the conversation that we were having this whole entire time? What was I saying this whole entire time? I would just like to know.
What you said was there's a cultural heritage.
And you
That's
asked
why
me to
you have
ask?
the face jewelry. Hang on, let me finish. That's why you have the face
Why
jewelry.
can't I let you finish, but you didn't let her finish? Sorry, what was
you
your
asked me a
name,
question.
girlie?
Do you not want the answer?
Libby, I'm so sorry about.
Don't worry about it. That's why I didn't
Don't worry about it. Just come together.
That's why I didn't.
You were disruptive towards her, and now you're asking for the same respect. Is
Are you
ridiculous.
going to answer a single
That's
question?
ridiculous. Okay, so I mean, you can keep that argument to yourself on trying to make people sound stupid, but at the end of the day, you sound fucking stupid. The more that you're trying to say that it doesn't exist because I can't name a single like tribe or society or blah blah blah. I have seen the pictures. I know that they exist. It's just like move on past it. We all like.
Yeah, so I just listened to what you had to say.
We know that Drake talked to fucking kids, but like just because we don't have like everything right here, and I can't tell you all the fucking kids that he was talking.
What on earth does this topic have to do with Drake talking to kids? I'm so confused right now. This chick has an IQ of 60 or something. She probably has an IQ equivalent to the amount of piercings she has.
Doesn't mean that doesn't exist.
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
anyway, so what you said was, you said that all of the face piercings in the wig were because
My wig had nothing to
of
do
your
with this, and now you're
connection.
delusional?
You're still not going to let me finish. You're not even
No,
going to let me
I'm
finish.
not
Go
going
ahead.
to let you. You
tell me
didn't
when
let
you're ready.
Libby finish, and you didn't let a lot of people finish. So
I'm
why
waiting
should
for
I
you to finish. Let me
care?
know.
Please, I'll let you finish. Just explain to me why should I care?
Great. What you said was that all the face jewelry in the wig was based
I did not
specifically
include
around-
my wig, so go back.
It's
Try
not
it
a wig?
again. Thank
It's
you.
not a wig?
I
It's
didn't.
not?
I didn't include my wig. So you coming after my wig whenever I was talking about my piercings?
Oh, my
Try
bad.
it again.
So just your piercings.
Yeah.
I'll correct the record. Your piercings were due to an African heritage, which you had a deep connection to because of African tribes.
I said
but
it's
you
a part
can't-
of my heritage because am I not
But
African?
you can't name a single
Am I not African just
tribe.
because I don't know?
Imagine my skepticism when you can't
Do you
name
know
a
the
single
story of
tribe,
slavery?
which is so important to you.
Are you
that
stupid?
put
Do you know
20
the story of
pieces steel
slavery
in
and
your
how a
face.
lot of slaves don't even know their own
You're
tribe?
still spurging.
Do you
won't
know
let
the
me
story
finish.
of slavery?
Okay, you're not a slave and you have the internet, so if you wanted to, you could Google anything you wanted about tribes. And not to mention, black people aren't the only people who were ever enslaved. Even the word slave itself comes from the term Slav, as in Slavic peoples. But that's a topic for a different day.
And how they don't know their own tribes. Like, answer me that, please.
I have to go.
Are you done spurging now so that I can
Are
at least
you
make
going to
a
answer the question?
no,
Because it sounds
use a
stupid to
different
me
one.
that you're going to try to tell me about how I don't know society, like
You
my
don't.
heritage and blah blah blah. Whenever
You
we all
don't
know,
know.
and it's basic common knowledge that black
Oh, yeah,
people
the
in
name
America
tribe.
who didn't come directly from
Name
Africa, who
a
their families were
tribe.
brought here. That we don't know our fucking tribes and blah blah blah.
You
But I
know a
do
tribe?
know, in fact, that there are tribes
it's
out
important
there.
to you, but you don't know a single tribe. Got
Why
it.
are you acting like that information is so readily
Okay,
available?
like I'm
for
going to
you
listen to
go and find,
Nick
though?
from Big Mouth. Like, shut
It's
the fuck
not,
up.
wait, it's not readily
Ryan,
available.
if you're gonna say
African
something, you
tribes
should
are
say
not
something,
readily
because I'm not
available.
gonna
That's not what
You
I'm
sound fucking
saying. Like, and
stupid.
you're taking it in that way and laughing like some weirdo. But you know that's not how I meant it.
Has it been 5 minutes yet?
Yeah, okay.
Like, why
Okay,
are you
shut up.
laughing like that?
It doesn't seem like it's very important to you.
Everybody, put your swords away for just a minute.
Yeah,
That was
but I'd
very
like to finish.
entertaining.
I'd like to actually finish without being
Baker,
filibustered.
Wait, it's
Right?
already.
So what she said was this. Your exact words. See, she's still filibustering. What she said was the massive amount of face wear
Wait,
that I
I
have
got
is
something.
due to my
I got
deep
something.
cultural African connections
something
to my tribes.
Am I wrong?
And then when I asked her what tribe, she can't name a single African tribe. Not
Okay,
one.
that's like asking me to name every woman to exist just
woman
because.
right now.
Literally so.
Paper band. Name your
Just
favorite
because I like,
Listen up.
like you know,
One
like
sec,
just
guys.
Trolling you.
One sec. All right, guys, check this out. Check it out. Look, I got to move it on. Listen, it was good. It was entertaining. A little heated exchange. It was good. That was the most.
Okay, I've had enough of this video. This is ridiculous. I always appreciate a good debate. This is not one of them. This is just somebody who wants to start making a point but really has no foundation. They have no information regarding it. You say you put a safety pin through your nose, and when you're challenged as to why you did that, you say African tribes. Well, and then Andrew follows up with, which one? Can you even name one? And then it just turns into constant soundboard, repetitive nature, and just all this weird yelling that gets nothing done. Yeah, it's entertaining sometimes, but it's so cringy and low IQ. I can't really stand it. Bottom line is, this chick is obviously not very smart, and Andrew's making the mistake of trying to debate and argue somebody that knows nothing about anything. Anyways, I'll keep pumping out some videos, try to find some better debates than this at the very least. If you like the video or whatever, if you want to comment on it, if you want to subscribe, feel free to do so. I'm going to keep pumping these out. I'm hoping to get to a point where I have just hundreds of videos and you can just kind of get lost in the channel for a while. So please support the channel if you even find it half decent. And any critiques are welcome. Thanks for tuning in to MurrayMax.